Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is Evoland 2. As you might imagine, it's been a little while with the new year coming. I didn't have a lot of time to do episodes of Evoland 2, but we're back, new year, new episodes, and I think it's time for us to complete this campaign of basically freeing the whole of Demonia. So let's see how the end will turn out, because we did all the fights around the map. The only thing left is to go after mages, which is supposedly somewhere within this castle. So is it gonna be another tactical combat situation, or is it gonna be something else? Maybe just a scene of such. Anything we can do about this? Anything we can interact with? Magus left this way. Let's catch him, quick! Where actually are we? We followed Magus all the way here. I believe this is a very ancient site, buried deep beneath Demonia Castle. What was this place used for, Minos? I do not know. I have never laid eyes on it, nor was I even aware it existed. Neato. Another mysterious locale to explore. Not a single inhabitant survived. I'll stay, in case the magus tries to flee. Okay, so it's gonna be a combat situation just for us? Or just exploratory? Yeah! Minos. This cannot be. What are all these demons doing here? Is he experimenting on them? Looks like ancient magi machinery. Wait, could it be that the magi created demons? What an intriguing discovery. I would never have theorized. No, that's simply impossible. Demons? Created by humans? On the contrary, Minos, it is possible. In my work, theory is correct. Things have come full circle. Humans created demons during the Magi era, only to destroy them in the Great War. What a waste. Yeah, it feels a little bit like what you see in certain games, like creating a problem just to be able to imply a solution to it. So did they create demons just to have an adversary to fight against? Or was it more like they created fighters, like a super soldier that eventually turned on them when they started thinking for their own? It's going to be one or the other. Mega Clink. Fina, please tell me she's mistaken. Oh, looking away? Just say it to his face. He deserves the truth. That means I too am not but a creature, molded by human hands, hardly even a living thing. I do not agree with that. Even though you are created, if you have thoughts of your own, not manipulated by anyone, then you are exactly a human being. Because if you're taking it way further than that, then you would be suggesting that like test tube babies and stuff like that are not living creatures as well, and they definitely are. No, that's not true. Minos, You're not merely some creature. You are Minos, son of a King Arthas, Commander-in-Chief of the Demonian army, heir to the throne of Demonia itself. And you're also our friend. Still, my people have been annihilated by the Empire. My son has been tainted by a desire for vengeance. And now this. Ah! Maybe demons were created by the Magi, so what? That does nothing to change who you are. Why must you always look back? You can't chain yourself to the past, tragic as it may be. What good does it do to dwell on something you can't change? All that matters is this moment and what we'll do in the next. Most importantly, you're not alone. Kuro, Fina, and I'm here too. We're all standing by you. I understand your words, Velvet. Indeed, I would rather put the past aside and focus on the future, just as my father showed me. And yet, I still have hope. You say we are powerless to alter the past. I used to believe the same. But our travels through time have proved the opposite. So, how can I be content to do nothing? How can I accept reality in its current form? The problem is, we still do not know if we do have free will. What if the changes we make to the timeline are predestined as well? I don't believe in fate or predestination. This power we have to journey through time. I did not know what to make of it before, but now I understand. It has allowed us to mend reality, to change our world for the better. And who's to decide what is better for the world, You? Me? The four of us? Who are we to make that choice for the people whose life we're upending in the process? And for every life saved, how many others does it destroy? How can we possibly deal with the collateral effect of thousands of years of history? I don't think time travel allows you to change things. The past is what it is. We can't just play gods. Your rationale makes little sense. If we possess this power, why refrain from using it? I can't stand it when they argue. Can they just agree to disagree? How about you, Kuro? You think we should change time willy-nilly? Yes, I actually think we do. If in general lines, it's better. Like, if half of humanity is destroyed, shouldn't you try to change that? Or do we need to have a realization that maybe the destruction of the part of the human race is needed to have a better, peaceful future? And this is beside the point whether or not if you can change time. But like she said, what if everything we are doing, all the changes we are making, is what will eventually lead to the future we've already seen? Like the explosion that happened. Did we try to prevent it, or did we actually make it happen? Because Kuro was the one that flipped the switch and he couldn't do anything about it. And that's what I like about games that do time travel, but what it also makes it very, very messy. Because with time travel, there's never a very clear border of what can and cannot be done. And that breeds discussion, breeds theory, but also breeds very much a lot of chaos and paradoxes. But yeah. Having said that, do I still think we should change time willy-nilly? In this case, yes. For sure, it's tempting, but Velvet has a point. We should be careful of the consequences. True. Because power without consequence is very, very dangerous slide. And of course, it's very easy to talk about it while in the context of a game. Because no matter what happens, we can always turn the game off if it's a very bad thing. In real life, the consequence would have been a little bit more dire than that. Ah, so you were following me. Oh god, the arrows on the ground. I'm getting a feeling that we're gonna play a rhythm game now. Give it up, mages. You're finished. I must admit, I underestimated you. I thought only Colonel Dalkin could interfere with my plans. You slaughtered my people. I shall never forgive you. Your people? Oh, you mean the critters we call demons. Rest assured, once I am finally rid of you, I shall reactivate those ancient magi machines, and with them I'll build an army of demons, one that will be at my beck and call. You won't get away with this. We shall see. Yep, rhythm game mode. Oh shit. Okay. When do we need to press it? When it's on the arrow or on the character? On the character. Oh, this is definitely going to go wrong at some point. Oh, I suck at these type of games. I'm totally lost here. Oh, and it doesn't make it easier that it's not on the actual character, it's just a little bit in front of it that you need to do it. I really don't like rhythm games because I do suck so tremendously at that. This is one of the things I would never be able to do perfect. I have utmost respect for people that do these type of games. Oh, thank God they weren't that strict with this. Whew. Yeah, I can totally imagine people being extremely masterful at that. I, however, was not even close. My army, my demons. Oh, that's cool. I have avenged my people, though I could not save them. Minos, I am fine. I thought on what you said, Velvet. I believe you're right after all. Thank you for your help. Dear friends. Was he actually fine? Or just holding back the tears? A little bit of both, probably. I feel bad for Minos Kuro. He didn't deserve all that. Then again, who would? You got Mage's Key. It was hidden beneath his robe. What does it open? Well, his chest. You got a fragment of earth. One of the 5 pieces of the Magi Key. Oh, that was not what I was expecting, to be honest. Because what I was thinking is that we would have gotten the square right now, and then in the middle is like a power source, and that would be the last part, in which we needed to go to the chest at the Wind Valley. So what now? Having said that, have we gotten enough Magi pieces now to upgrade? We do. So let's do it with Fina. I'm pretty sure that Minos' one is gonna be here. Maybe not in this time, but in the future. But I want Fina so I can possibly complete another level that we have done in the past. Because if you remember the forest we did earlier, like, what, 10 episodes ago? Maybe even more? There were 2 enemies that I could not destroy because I wasn't fast enough. And I was hoping with an upgrade to our skill set with Fina, we might be able to get fast enough in order to complete it. I hope. But we'll have to see. There you have it. This is where our paths diverge. Oh, thanks for everything, Dalkin. We could never have beaten mages without you. Miss Fina is quite right. Forgive me for doubting you. I am honored to have fought by your side, Colonel. Ah, thank you. But you're forgetting the true hero, Kuro. Without his tactical mind, we would have never defeated mages and his forces. I could swear he's blushing. Now, to draw up my report for the Emperor. Here's hoping I don't get executed for this. Executed? You were only following orders. Do you think me so naive? One of these days you will have to tell me how you came about that Imperial medal. No need to apologize. I knew the risk full well, and I am glad to have aided you. Goodbye, my friends. Oh, but what if he's executed? Then what happens to his house in the future? Can I buy it a bit sooner? The realty possibilities there is endless. He knew all along, but he's a true hero. Let us hope as well goes well for him. Once again we altered history for the better this time, at least I hope so. Well, so one way to find out, go to the future and see how Demonia has changed. If it's for the better, or for the worst. So let's get back to the time stone, the megalith, and get to a future destination and see what the demons have to say about it. Congratulations, you have the fragment of Earth. Maybe this unlikely alliance between humans and demons will change history. There is so much pain to erase. But am I myself a thing born of a human and a demon? I am serious. That's what counts. Come and see me if you need more information on the fragments of the Magi key. Oh, we definitely will, cause the fact that this isn't completing the key, we're still missing one. And I have actually not a clear idea on where we need to be for that. Okay, so we skipped ahead one bit of time. So this should already change the future quite drastically. And it's still destroyed. Well, maybe it's an aesthetic that they really like, so let's see. Did you know Lord Minos fought for us alongside General Dalkin? Then he vanished into thin air as if by magic. Some say he was already dead, that only his warrior spirit had come back to fight for us. Such a miracle deserves a temple. It may take us decades to complete, but we shall build him a temple in his very spot. Before the war, Demonia was a wonderful city, a good place to live. Now see what's left of it. If only mages had been stopped before he could take Demonia. Yeah, I did my best. Demons live much longer than humans, but there are simply too few of us now. Within 100 years, demons will be extinct, all because of what mages did. Well, we have the technology, we can make more. Or does that not count for demons? Will they only see themselves more as things instead of creatures if we do that? Not often do we see humans. They've been afraid to come since the war ended. Perhaps they feel guilty for what happened, but we know Magus is to blame. Yeah, so we're already in a step in the right direction, so they're not blaming the entire human race. They're blaming one specific person, which is of course the case. But will it fix anything? And I want to check this little alcove here. Nothing. Ah, that's too bad. Alright, so let's go to the future and see what we can find there. Well, there is a light now at Demonia. I just can't remember if that light always was there, or if it's the temple they've created. Ooh. Teleport? Ah, you came all this way to the sacred temple of Minos. Then you too must be walking the road to truth. May you find success on your journey, my friend. So we created religious zealots for the demon race. Not necessarily a bad thing. We're among the last surviving demons, but the past is merely dust and we have attained truth. Today is but a new beginning. Yesterday and tomorrow are two sides of the same looking glass. Welcome to the temple dedicated to the Lord Minos. This temple was built to house the remains of the last demons. It was specially designed to remain above the water that will wash over all. That way, when we return to life in the distant future, we shall be able to roam the world anew. As Lord Minos before us, hope lives within us. May you walk the path that leads to the truth. And damn, that's one big ass demon. Ah, Ygritte instead of Ifrit. Alright, I like it. For some, everything is for the best. Others know only tragedy. Whatever actions we take, life flows along. It has no regards for the faith of man. Ye, who seek the sacred power of fire. I see you are wide awake, but did you bring me what I asked for? No, that is not it. Cause he needs 3 mana, we have 4. We want to have 3 for Fina first, cause I have a plan for her powers. So the last one will be Minos. So we're not gonna give it, not just yet. Alright, I guess that's it for the Minos saga in Demonia. We now need to figure out where to go next. But before we do, we have to go to the Wind Valley. And I don't know in which era we're gonna do that in. I don't know if it's gonna be the future or the current timeline. But one of the two will have access to the caves where we can talk to the Guardian for her powers. Let's check the future first. So let's go over to Wind Valley. Yes, this is the spot. Well, I went to the future, and that's actually where the level is to go to the top of the mountain. This is what we were looking for. There it is, the Guardian. We Guardians were discovered by the Magi. They believed they were our creators, but they merely found us. Ye who seeks the sacred power of wind. I see you are wide awake, but did you bring me what I asked for? And honestly, they never really ask for it, but we know what they want. Good. I will join with you and reveal the way of the wind. And hopefully increasing our speed when we use the attack. You now have access to the Pazu invocations. Focus until the 3rd level to call it. Alright. I just want to see what it looks like in this age. I'm pretty sure it's going to be very damaging. I am starting to get a little bit afraid that it's not going to help me in any regards in that forest. If that's the case, then we'll just have to try it another way, but I will destroy the last 2 entities that rest there. Alright, now we need to figure out where to go next. I'm still hoping that at some point we get a flying machine, because he invented it. But it does look like we need to move forward for that. And I don't know if that's where the last key piece is. Because I really do believe that we need the key to actually open the chest. So what we are going to do now is we're going to go ask for a hint. And it's the first time we asked for it, because until now we had clear locations where we wanted to go to complete the missions for the key pieces. But this last one is slightly eluding me at the moment. Shiro, you'd like to know about the pieces of the Magi Key? Yes. Information about which fragment? The last one. There's said to be a special megalith in the Wind Valley. It supposedly grants access to the fragment of time, the one most shrouded in mystery. Information about which fragment? Okay, so what I thought was gonna be a piece for after all the keys have been gathered, it's actually part of it. Okay. To be honest, my own theory in my head of what that chests were and the megalith basically blocked me for the opportunity to think about it as the next location for a key piece. Okay, so now we know where to be, so let's go to the future of Wind Valley. Alright, here we are. We know where we have to be. It's that very special chest and megalith we saw. And we did get a warning there. I think that warning that we gotten was partly why I wasn't thinking about it as the next location for another key fragment. But yeah, let's just do it and see where it takes us. This chest is quite a find. Based on the descriptions, it contains something very valuable. Could it be the fragment we've been searching for? We'll have to figure out how to open it first. Yeah, and that's where my thought process came from. The key we are making is going to be the key to open up that chest, and I think the flying machine is going to be in there. Theories all abound, but let's use this megalith and see where it takes us. This megalith seems distinctive. I'm a bit worried it could send us somewhere perilous. What if we end up in a volcano or at the bottom of the ocean? What do you say, Shiro? Should we take the plunge? Hell yeah. According to the hints, this is where we need to be. Whatever you say. Let's see what kind of challenges... What the... This is different. I like it. Very old school. Where'd we end up this time? It looks rather unlike my time, in any case. Whoa! Astounding! Find something, Velvet? It's a miracle! We are actually in the era of the Magi. Are you certain, Miss Velvet? Of course, I am certain. These stones are textbook Magi era, but look at them. They're like new, freshly cut, well maintained. We could meet actual Magi. Gosh, I can't get over this. How long have I dreamt of getting all my questions answered? And now it's really possible. What sort of questions do you have? There are so many. Where do I start? Were they knowledge derived from? What they believed in? And most of all, why they mysteriously vanished? Well, that question I can presume they won't be able to answer, because if they haven't vanished yet, they wouldn't know that. Their civilization produced so many marvels, and they were capable of time travel no less. What could have happened? Guess we'll have to find out. I really hope there's no talk of a great disaster here. Miss Vina is right. We had best explore this era for ourselves. Is this a dream? A little bit. It's definitely very nostalgic looking. Definitely. Also with the music and all. I really like it. You are clad in strange dress. Ah, there's a half-man among you. Then you must hail from the Molecular Research Center. Those people are all a little screwy, if you ask me. Ah, so this is the era the demons were created in. At least that confirmation we've gotten. This is one of the prime locations of anomaly-centered research. We study its properties and then come up with amazing inventions. The anomaly goes as far back as our oldest records, but we have only spent the last few decades analyzing its makeup. The data have been mostly illuminating. Perhaps our research will be used to prevent the end of time. The megaliths were designed using data taken from the anomaly. However, they are not yet operational. Perhaps one day we'll be free to roam the timescape, as it were. The end of time is looming, the great destruction that will engulf time itself. We need to find out how to prevent it, lest of all existence cease to exist. Yeah, that sounds extremely perilous. Using data from the anomaly, we invented a terrifying item. Judging from our experiments, it allows one to erase anything from the timeline, making it so it virtually never existed. We called it the Key of Time. Because of its potential misuse, it was divided into 5 fragments. Each piece of the key was given to a separate island. We had one ourselves, and after much debate, we decided to send it into the anomaly, thereby ensuring no one could ever bring together all 5 fragments. What if they already did? Some of our colleagues say that time travel should be restricted, warning against the potential repercussions. But we have high security protocols and temporal modification could never happen. After all, we're only interested in collecting data, not in altering the fabric of time. Without a doubt, the power within the Key of Time possessed too much of a risk. Then again, perhaps the world will require such a power to withstand the great destruction. Were we wise to keep it out of reach? Yeah, that's gonna be the biggest question, isn't it? Will we be allowed to complete the Key of Time, to do good with it, wherever we see fit? I don't know what those guys at the Molecular Research Center are up to, but apparently they're using our data to build some kind of huge machine. I sure hope they know what they're doing. Here at the center, we examine the anomaly's physical properties. Its diameter has changed very little over the last few centuries. Nothing that goes in can come out again. At its horizon, space-time disturbances have been detected. The anomaly seems to swallow up time itself. Pretty amazing stuff, wouldn't you agree? Well, it sounds more like maybe a black hole or something than that. Like that. Could that actually be the case, that the anomaly is a black hole? Because we know that a black hole is powerful enough to bend time itself. Would be cool if that's the case, right? But yeah. But to be honest, we'll have to wait until the next episode to find out what that anomaly is and what kind of trouble we'll get ourselves into in this time in order to get that last key fragment. But I hope you will be there for next time. But until then, I wish you all a great night, morning, day, wherever you are. And if you're still here, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. And I will see you then. Bye bye.